So first of all, we want to develop a simple report and we'll be going to do the calculations, right? Then here build a new report manually. Each and every time we repeated the same steps, which is the steps we implemented in the morning session. The steps will be implemented for every session. Okay. Sorry. Then first we choose the SQL prompt. Then here we specify the start from EMP and should connect it with our database and click on OK. Now we can go for layout model. Here we can go to of the confine mode and flex mode. Next we can go for edit margin, adjust the margin. 2 steps are completed successfully. That is the very important steps. Okay. Next we are going to choose the main frame. In that main frame, go to property inspector. We can choose the expand the sizes. Next we can go for a repeating frame. In that repeating frame, we can specify the first we can set the source to repeating frame. Then source is employee number. Next we can go to define the fields. Define the fields. So here in the morning session, each and every time I am selected here and will be here. I will be drop here, drag and drop. But here observe this one. First I specify this one is a employee number. Okay. And again next time I don't want to go for here. Just here you can select the field and copy and paste. Control C, Control V. Control C, Control V. Then it will be going to here. And also here we have one advantage. Every field is having the same size. Right? Then that is the main advantage. Then if you want to increase and you can increase. If you want to decrease, you can decrease. Right? But the default it is having a proper length. Total how many columns? 7. In our report we have 8 columns, right? Then here, but observe this one, up to 7 columns only it is completed. The 8th column does not compatible in this layout. What we do? What is the size here? The margin, observe this one. The margin is applicable 7.5. I want to increase the margin size. I want to increase the margin size. Here, you can select the margin and will be increase. Up to how much we increase? 8.5. Even though if you want to increase the margin more than 8.5, you can go to Object Navigator and we can increase. Okay. Suppose right now it is showing 8.5, right? Now you can close this one and in Object Navigator, okay, this is the Object Navigator. This is the Object Navigator in layout model. So this is the main session. In that is main session, go to property inspector. Here we have a size. Here we have a size. What is the size? 8.5. Now I want to set 10.5. 10.5 or 11 or 12, whatever it may be. Put as a enter. Click on close. Go to check it in our layout model. Clear? So actually it is a simple questions, but in this simple questions also we are getting confusion at the time of interview. Okay, that. So let us now we can possible to increase our size, right? Then we can choose it. This is the 6th. How many columns? 8 columns. Now we can check it. It is employee number. Every field is also showing employee number. We want to change the status, means the source of that columns. It is employee name, right? And it is a job, and it is a hire date, and it is a manager, okay, and it is a DEPT number, and it is a salary, and it is a commission. Clear? Now we can specify the heading of the columns for every field. Then here we choose the text. For this point of time also, each and every time we can drag and drop that text. So it is taking some time. I don't want to waste that time also. I want to reduce my time. Okay. Here, first time, here observe this one. If you click on only one time, it is showing only one time. Okay. Then you can escape that. Again, you can double click on that. It is showing red symbol. The number of times you can paste it. Suppose, say example, this one, it is an employee number. It is completed. Choose the escape in our keyboard. It will be freeze. Now keep on the cursor movement is. Observe this one. Cursor does not indicate a cursor symbol, right? It is indicated with some plus symbol. Now it is having the relation between that text to our layout model. Again, we'll be going to just drag here. Then here it is a name. Again, you can choose the escape button. Then again, what is the third one? Job. And fourth one, joining date. And fifth one, manager. And sixth one, department number. And seventh one, salary. And eighth one, commission. Right? Now once it is completed, you can go back to your normal mode. Click on select. Now what is the cursor indicate? Arrow symbol, right? That is the reason. Now we can adjust the fields. So where exactly you want to print, that will be going to adjust it. Clear? Once it is completed, now we can adjust all values, and we'll be going to select the all fields, no field and no line. Now we compile it. We don't have any errors. Then run it and get the output of our report. Clear? Then here again I want to suppress this one. Okay, and let it be check it. So better to compile for each and every time before running the report. Now we can get the output within one page. Clear on that? Then here, so this is a manual report. Now we want to do the calculations. What is the calculation? I want to, first of all, I want to count the employee numbers or employees. I want to count the employees. How many employees are working in this report? Yes. We have total 15 records are there, right? Then how we can go to do that? We want to do the calculations. Let us say observe this one. So where we are going to do the calculations? Where we are going to do the calculations? Where we want to do the calculations? Data model. In data model only we are going to do the calculation. Summary column formula, that is another one, right? So we can do that. Where we can do that? In data model only we can do the calculation, because of the columns are available in data model only. Okay, then go to data model. Okay, so what are the columns we discussed? Summary column, formula column and placeholder column. Then here it is a summary column. Observe this one, summation symbol. All of you know that. And it is a formula column, f of x, formula column, and it is a placeholder column. And these columns are available in Object Navigator also. Data model, summary column, sorry, formula column, summary column, placeholder columns. Okay. Then now go to data model. So first I want to calculate total number of employees. For that purpose, which column we want to choose? Summary column or formula column? Summary column only we want to choose. The summary column only is used to calculate the aggregate functions. Is used to calculate the aggregate. Aggregate means predefined functions. So it is a predefined functions. Now here the summary column is used to calculate predefined function, count of employees. Is it predefined or user defined? Predefined. Then just observe this one, where the employee number is located. Have you choose the employee number or have you choose the employee name? I want to count the employees information. You can go for employee number or employee name. So basically we are using employee number. Count of employee numbers only, because of employee numbers is having the unique numbers, right? That is the reason. Just we can choose that the summary column and will be going to place in anywhere. So here observe this one. This is nothing but a outer area, outer block. This is nothing but a inner block. Okay, within the data model and without the within the group level and without the group level. So this is nothing but a outer block. This is nothing but a inner block. Okay. So here, suppose say example, now I can specify this one here. It is a summary column. Okay. Now how we are understand whether it is a count of employee numbers or not? It is indicate default is CS number. CS means summary column. Okay. I want to change this number. Sorry, I want to change this name of the summary column. Go to property palette, whatever it may be. If you want to do anything in our report activities, you want to choose the property inspector. Okay. Then here we have a name. Okay. Then now I am going to specify count of employee numbers. Right. Now we can check it. It is indicate count of employee number. But here we didn't apply any function. We didn't do any calculation. Just we change the name only. Right. Then now we can go to property inspector. Okay. Here we have a function is there. Okay. Which function we want to choose? Count. All aggregate functions is available here. Right. Then next, which column you want to count it? We want to count it employee number, right? Then count of employee number. Now this column is written a value of count of employees, right? Here observe this one. In layout model, where you want to print that value. So here observe this one. This is our report. In this report, where you want to print that? Within the repeating frame or without the repeating frame? Without the repeating frame. Why? Because if you specify the value in within repeating frame, every record it is repeated. I don't want to see that, right? I want to see end of the report how many employees are working, it is showing. Right? Then here I am choosing one more field. Suppose say example, I am going to give the text total employees. Total employees, and we can choose one field, or else we can copy that field, paste it. Same length is there. Go to property inspector. Here we can give source is, observe this one. Just you can go to search it, which is the summary column is available in our data model, that will be reflected here. Count of employee number. This count of employee number is written a value of total number of employees there. Clear? Now we can go to compile and run it. Right? Suppose if you specify this in within the repeating frame, suppose I am specify here. I specify within the repeating frame. Let it be check it. Is it right result? Every record it is repeated. If you specify here also, suppose if you specify here, what happen? Every record is repeated. That is the reason we are going to specify here only. Okay, main frame. Suppose I have a question. The respected count of employee number. This summary column I can keep in my within the group. Within the group means inner group. What happen? Suppose I want to choose one more summary column. I want to choose one more summary column and will be going to specify into the within the group CS1. Okay. Then here observe this one. I change that name. Okay. Count group count employee. Group count employee. The name is group count employee GCEMP. The source is, then first we check the function is count and source is employee number. If in case I specify that summary column within the group, what happen? I want to check it. I want to check it. Where the respected column is there? Within the group. Within the group, right? The respected summary column is available in within the group. Next, now I want to specify one field for that respected field. Suppose I can specify here. Just for example, just assume that you can check it. Okay. And here I can specify GC number. Now we'll be run it, and before that we can compile it and run it. What happened? Where the respected column is there in our data model? Outside or inside? Inside of the group. Where we specify the field in layout model? Main frame, not repeating frame. Right? So what are the fields are there in inside? That fields only can specify into the repeating frame. What are the fields are outside? That fields will be specified into the main frame. So we are not restricted that, but this is the blind logic. Okay. So initially we should follow that rule and will be easily understand. Right? Suppose now I can specify this column in repeating frame. Let it be check it. What happened? So here what happened? Have you get the count of employees or have you get the sequence number? Sequence number. Right? Definitely it is also useful for another requirement. Just I will show you. I want to show you. So what are the fields we want to specify in main frame? What are the fields we want to specify in repeating frame? So in data model, what are the fields are there in group? That fields only can specify into the repeating frame. In data model, what are the fields are specifying without the group? That fields only can specify into the main frame.
So it is error. Why it is when we compare compilation? Why it is not showing the error?
Here it is not error, right? Here it is not error. It is working, right? Here I didn't do any mistake, right? Earlier I did a mistake. Here I can specify the.
Means that sometimes every time you are showing that 100% it is correct.
Yes. Now also it is showing. Yes. No. Why happen here? It is not a user defined program. Okay. It is absolutely correct. That is the reason it is not showing error. But we done a mistake. Okay. Whenever we are going to write our own logics, our own programs, means we write some program. some queries or some PL/SQL programs we want to write in our report, is there any mistakes or is there any errors in that logic? That time we will getting the errors. In this point of time, it doesn't show any errors. We want to find out the coding errors only it shows. Okay. Then here, observe this one. It is a user defined mistake. I done mistake, right? Here I I did a mistake in this point of time. Now, but as per this point of time, it is getting successful. Why? Because it is absolutely working in repeating frame and without repeating frame also. Already we are using here. Is it working or not? Summary column. Summary column. I am talking about summary column, not only field. The summary column where we specify here. Main frame. Is it working or not? So the summary column will be specifying repeating frame. Is it working or not? So now I am going to do that. The same summary column. Here system understand only summary column, not it is not decided what is this. Okay. Then here, is it successful or not? Okay. Then now we are going to run it. It is getting error. At runtime it is going to checking. Right? If you specify the summary column in repeating frame or in not repeating frame also, it is working properly. But at the time of result, it is showing the error. So compilation means coding errors, not diagrammatical errors. Coding errors. Coding errors means, suppose you wrote a one query, select EMP number, comma E name, comma from EMP. What is the error here? Comma. That error is going to show us. So if in case any error is occurred, that point of errors it is showing as a compilation error. Okay. Say example here. I will show you. I remove that. Here also I remove that. Okay. Then now okay. Now observe this one. In this point of time also we are going to find out the error. So can we possible to go for next level? Then okay. Here we can complete that. Select star from EMP. Okay, now it is clear. The same error. So what are the coding error is there now it is coming. The same error will be going to occur. That type of means example errors or the coding errors. Okay. That errors is going to occur in our report. At the time it is going to show us compilation error. Are we clear or not? So graphical mode does not check. Clear? There. Now you tell me, I want to calculate total salary of employee. Summation of salaries. Then how we can do that? Where we can do that? Data model. Then summation. Where we can specify. I want to calculate a summation of salary. We don't want to go for the former column. We discuss about only summary column. So where we are going to, I want to find out total salary, right? I want to find out total salary. Total salary of that employees. Select a summation of some salary from EMP. What is the value we return? 29,000 something like that. That value I want to expect from this report. Where we can specify the summary column. Within the frame, within the group or without the group? Without the group. Then here sum of salary. So the function is sum. Source is salary. Source is salary. Let us check it. Go to layout model where we can specify in main frame. Here sum of salary like total sal.
Salary कितना पे किया मैंने सर salary ने कालम में ना
Yeah, better to for understand purpose.
अక్కడ पे किया ना होगा सर
Where
in the repeating frame लो पे किया कला ने repeating frame just with the
displaying the output is wrong way, right? Have you accepted this?
no.
So we are not accepted. It is a waste of the spaces also. Then what we do? We want to specify here. Okay, or else wherever we want to display in this, suppose let it be check it and run it. Right? Then now I have a one more requirement. I want to calculate commission, total commission. What is that? Total commission.
Commission.
Summation of summary column where? Outside, and sum of commission, sum of commission, and go to layout model and total commission. Go to property inspector. Here we can specify summation of commission. Let it be check it and run it. We can find out the 2200. So
if you are not combined, just directly in the program.
yeah, not a problem. So why I want to compile each and every time? Because of you are the initial states. Okay. Suppose I directly run this one, each and every person does not compile the program. But so all of you clear on this? Then now I have one more question. I want to calculate salary plus commission. If you want to calculate salary, or if you want to calculate only salary, or if you want to calculate only commission, or if you want to calculate count of employees, then we can go for summary column. If you want to calculate salary plus commission, then we can go for formula column. And also just keep in your mind, it is a blind rule. The summary column always applicable on only one column, single column. The formula column always applicable on more than one column. It is not applicable only one column. Definitely we can go for more than one column. So now I want to calculate salary plus commission. I want to calculate salary plus commission. How we can do that? Then here we choose the formula column. Now you tell me where I want to place it.
Inside.
Why we want to inside? We want to calculate each and every record, right? That is the reason we want to specify here. And also we have one more reason is that the respected source columns are available in within the group. Within the group, source columns means salary and commission. I want to calculate salary plus commission, right? That respected two source columns are available in where? Within the group. That is the reason I want to specify the formula column in within the group. Okay, that. Now I can change the name. Salary plus commission. So here it does not possible to use that addition. Okay, salary commission. We cannot apply the relational operators as a name. Then here now we want to do the calculations. So where we want to write a program. What is our logic? Salary plus commission. Definitely we are going to write a logic. So where we are going to write a logic, here we have a PL/SQL formula. Sorry, PL/SQL formula. Just click on here. Here we are going to write a program. Here we are going to write a program. Observe this one. Have you write that syntax? Who are write that syntax? System default is having the syntax. What is the syntax means? It is a function. Just keep in your mind. It is a function or it is a PL/SQL database object in PL/SQL program. So what are the database objects in SQL? Table, views, something like that, right? In PL/SQL also we have some database objects. It is one of the PL/SQL database object. What is that? Function. Function is one of the database object in PL/SQL. And what is the function rule? What is the function rule? So what is the use of table? It is used to maintain the data. It means to store the data in the form of rows and columns. So here also the function is having a one rule that is called as the function should return at least one value. The function should return at least a one value. That is a rule for function. Just keep in your mind. So when we enter into the PL/SQL, I will clearly explain to you. Okay. Here the respected syntax is coming from the directly, right? We are not defined that a function, right? So this automatically coming. So here we are going to specify the logic. What is the logic? Salary plus commission. Then here salary, observe this one, plus commission. Salary plus commission. Just observe this one. Now I can compile it. System is show us error. System is show us error. Encounter the symbol. Encounter the symbol. Okay. Then now I can specify like that. Okay. Let it be. Again you can check it. Again it is showing error. We are not directly apply the logic. What is the meaning of that? We are not directly apply the logic. Why? Because the function, what is the function rule? Return a value. While using return keyword, we can go to return a value. So which is the value is coming from salary plus commission? That value is coming from while using return statement here. Return. Okay. Return salary plus commission. Now observe, click on compile. Again we are getting error. What is that? Salary must be declared. So now system does not understand the respected salary column is available or not in our report builder. But salary column is there or not? Salary column is there, but system is sure as the salary does not there. Very simple example. We are going to tell to the system, then system is going to recognize while using colon. While using colon, double colon. Now observe this one, compile. Again, system is getting the confusion where the commission is located. Now let it be check it. Right? Then now it is compiled, successfully compiled. Okay. Now click on close and click on close. This respected salary commission value return salary plus commission. Okay, value of salary plus commission. Then where we specify? Within the repeating frame. Then salary commission. Now let us check it. Is it right? What happened?
Only the
Null value is not coming.
So how we can handle the null values? We can use the NVL function. Where we can use the NVL function? Where we can use the NVL function?
in the formula part.
In the formula column?
Formula.
NVL of commission. Exactly. NVL of commission, comma, 0. Right? Then now let us check it. Clear? All of you. Now I have one more question, one more requirement. What is my requirement? I want to calculate total salary and total commission. I want to calculate total salary and total commission. How we can do that? I want to calculate total salary plus total commission. So then, what is the column we want to use? Summary column or formula column? I want to calculate total salary plus total commission. How many columns I said? 2 columns. So which column we want to use? Formula column. Then okay. Where I can specify? Why you said that outside? Observe carefully. Then the respected summation of salary is written a total salary. The respected summation commission is written a total commission. Both are available in outside. Then where we can place? Outside of the group.
So we go for salary commission by using of a we have a single row is there.
Then I'm asking the question is total salary plus total commission. I don't want to calculate summation of total salary plus commission.
Okay.
What is my question? Total salary plus total commission. I am not talking about only one column. I am talking about 2 columns. Clear? Total salary plus total commission. So whenever we want to discuss about the 2 columns, then we can go for formula column. Then where we can specify the formula column? Where the source columns are located? Outside of the groups. Summation of salary, summation of commission are located in outside the group. That is the reason I can specify the formula column in outside of the group. Listen. We have a presentation is there. And here go to property inspector. Here we can specify the name. You can give any name. It is accepted. Okay. Total salary, total commission. Total salary, total commission. Go to PLC equal formula. Then here return. Then colon. That is the function name, right? Summation of salary. Next, summation of commission. Clear or not? Then now let us check it. Summation of salary, summation of commission. Now we can go to layout model where we can specify outside, inside. Yeah. Now go to property inspector. TSTC. Let we can check it, run it. So here I didn't use NVL function. Why? Already we have a value. Okay, but in real life we definitely use the NVL function for every calculations. Because of we are not decided which is the value is null, which is the value does not have the null. That is the reason we must use the NVL function for every calculation. Okay. Then are we clear on that? The summary column. I have one more question. What is my question is, I want to calculate while using two columns. One is coming from inner group, one is coming from outer group. Observe this one, the condition. I want to calculate the values. One is coming from one column, source column is coming from inner group, one source column is coming from outer group. Can you tell me frankly, is it possible or not?
No.
It's not possible. Because of where you can display it. It is a cross, right? So one source column is coming from inner, one source column coming from outer. We can't possible to display it. Clear? So that is a not possible to in our reports. Whenever you can do the any calculations, we must specify where exactly it is located. Okay? Clear? All of you. All of you clear on this summary column and formula column? And here, I can stop now.